Hi, crafty friends. Come on in. All right, I'm gonna press a few buttons and arrange a few things, and I'll give it just 30 seconds. Oh, hold on. Okay. I think I pressed all the buttons. So if you are here live right now, go ahead and say hello and let me know that you're watching. I always just give it about 30 seconds so people can get the notifications or can refresh their screens if they're planning to come on in. If you're watching the replay, no problem. Just fast forward a little bit and you'll be good. You'll be good. Is okay? It's been 30 seconds. All right, let me try this. Hi, crafty friends. I'm Audrey Monk, the Crafty Yogi, and welcome to the Crafty Corner and a little crafting fun tonight. Tonight, we are going to explore a new project. We are going to play, hold on, I got a tickle. We are going to play with the, what are these fancy things called? Abundant Beauty Decorative Masks. Okay, but before we do that, the beginning of this, I'm going to tell you about my upcoming classes and any specials from Stampin' Up. Today is Monday, August 14th. Okay, Monday, August 14th, 2023. So if this video, if you find it much later than this, you know what, I'm just doing masking basics, so you could use that with any mask that we sell. It'd be totally fine. But the date will matter for the classes and the offers that I'm going to say. Okay, so if you're here, let me know. I'm not sure if I see anybody here yet, and that is okay. We are going to roll in. Let's see if I can press the buttons correctly. Ooh, so crazy. Okay. All right, so I'm going to show you the desk. It is super messy. Pretty cool. And I'm gonna pop my little self down there. There we go. All right, so let's talk really fast. Well, we're gonna always talk fast or slow. So we have this new catalog. Hey, Lisa, welcome. This new mini catalog, it starts on September 6th. So the product I'm gonna show you, you could order on September 6th. But we do have in our annual catalog some other ones. They don't make pretty sunflowers, but they make really cool patterns and designs. If you need a catalog and you don't have a demonstrator, let me know. I'm happy to send you one. I'm hoping to send them out by the end of the week. I know I had a couple requests, and I thought I was going to give them out last week, but it didn't happen. So by the end of this week. Okay. What do you need to know? Here's my Post-it note. Let's see if I can cover all the things. All right. I have one mini truck class left. This has the supplies to make 4 super cute cards. You do need the truck stamp set because you can always fussy cut the truck out if you don't. If you're interested in this, let me know. How much is it? I don't know. I have to check because it was a class with purchase, but I have one left, so I might be able to get rid of it. Hey, Jean. Oh, I'm sorry it's so hot there in Oregon. I also have one left of the Bright and Beautiful Memories and More cards class. This is with the Maker's Mojo team. This one you have to register for, but I have one left because you get enough supplies to make 10 cards, so it's like half a pack, and I had an odd number of people order. So I had a couple order the full thing, but I have half one left where you get 10 cards. So that is on my website. Well, not my website, sorry. That would just be on, well, I don't know if I ever put the event on there. Just contact me. Send me an email, audreymonk@yahoo.com, or send me a message on social. All right, and then, oh, you guys are going to be excited about this, I think. So, coming up in September is going to be a little to-go class. I'm not sure if I can squeeze it in person, we're going to see, but look at this. Oh, except you're going to see that circle. Look at this. I made the cutest Halloween sampler with this Them Bones set. Oh, that circle is annoying. Anyhow, it's because I put the glass in there. So this is super cute and super fun. And I got to just work out the details. You do need this bundle to do the class. And I know currently the stamp set is not available, but it's supposed to be available in the next week or so. So there you go. Okay. And I will post pictures and put that online too. Okay, so I move all that stuff out of the way. All right, so let's get into tonight's class. So these masks, and I am not an expert at masks, decorative masks, stencils, whatever you want to call them. I'm definitely not an expert. So this may be good because this is very accessible, right? So if you don't ever use these, I'm not into making a big mess. But there's a snowflake, there's some leaves, There's this herringbone pattern, and then there are 4 of these that you layer up, and it makes it into sunflowers, which I adore. I love sunflowers. And I live in Maryland. There's a lot of black-eyed Susans, which are kind of like sunflowers, just a little bit smaller. When I am on vacation and traveling, I am always taking pictures of sunflowers. They are my favorites. So I'm going to show you how to use these. Just the basics. You can do lots of fancy stuff. I'm going to do only one thing moderately fancy because I realized there was a snowflake one when I was prepping to clean up my desk. I didn't even notice it in the pile earlier. So we are going to get a little bit fancy with that one. All right. So we're going to start with this one though. This is, I don't know, it's a bunch of fall leaves. I did not clean it because then I could just reuse the same colors in the same spots. Okay, so some tips that I like to do. All right, your piece of paper that you're going to put down. In this case, did I cut it the same size? No, my paper is a little smaller than my stencil. So I'm going to use, there's a couple tools. I don't know who makes this. I bought this like 100 years ago. This is non-permanent adhesive. So it will easily come off. So I'm going to use that on the back, and I'm going to pick a line and stick this down so it won't shift around. You can also use washi tape if your paper is bigger, but see how my paper is not bigger. And you can use the other product I like. This is Post-it notes, but they come on a roll. I'll show you what it looks like in just a moment. So I'm just going to stick this on here. You know what? Oh, I know what I had thought of. I wanted to try this. Let me get a piece of crumb cake. I had decided I was going to try this on crumb cake instead of, let's just do this piece, instead of white, because I have a sample of white one I can show you. All right, so let's do the same thing. I'm going to put this down. I don't know why I feel like it's got to be straight, but it's nice to do so. Okay, and then I'm going to put this on here. I just thought that it might look really cool. And I'm going to put that on there. And then you can also use this if you want to go crazy. So this is, I got it on Amazon. It's like Post-it notes, but it's like a roll of them. It's kind of cool. So the whole thing is sticky. All right. For this, I thought I had another piece. And it just pulls off. And you just like, and it's just mildly sticky. Okay. Let me see. Is that in there? That's in there. All right. Let's zoom that in just a tiny bit. Okay. We're still there. Oh, and actually, hold on. Let me zoom you back out for 1 second. So I wash my sponge daubers so the color doesn't always look like the color I'm using. So when I use them, a lot of times I'll do this and I just write the color. And then of course the goal is that I must put them back by the color. So in case you're wondering, that's what that deal is. Okay, so we're closer. All right, so on this one, if I just use brushes, now I could, you know, we'll do that after. We'll do it all in like, what do you call it? Kind of like ombre. We'll do that with the colors I have here. But what I decided to do was to just use my sponge daubers and just add color that way. And so it gives me that chance to not run the colors all together. It will happen a little. This one looks green. I'm like, where did it all there? So that's why I didn't wipe this off in between, but we will wipe it off together. Any other ones look green? Nope, that looks like all the green. Okay. Oh yeah, Jean, yeah, crumb cake always looks so nice with things. And so I thought that that would be fun to do. Okay, what color did I just got Cajun. All right, so random fun facts. Cajun Craze is my favorite fall Stampin' Up color. And which ones are Cajun on here? Oh, these big ones is what I did Cajun. It wouldn't really matter, I don't think. I think it would be okay if we just kind of mushed it all together. Where are they? Here is another one. You know why I can't find them? I don't have my glasses on. Oh my goodness. There we go. Now I can see them more clearly. 1, 2, 3 of those big ones, I think. Okay, that goes back to Cajun. Let's see what next color I pull up. Looks like red. Let's do that one. So I did this little one. We had, I don't know if we still have that punch. I kept mine. We had a punch that was kind of this shape. It's one of my favorite leaf shapes from Stampin' Up. All right, that one's just a little corner. those are all red. What else do we have? We have some early espresso. Oh, okay. I got a little bit fancy. I tried. Let's go with espresso. On the acorns, I don't know. Maybe I did espresso for the bottom. It's not very exact, so just let yourself know that it's not, unless you got, you know, some kind of paintbrush or makeup brush, then you could get a little bit more exact on these ones that are super tiny. Because even using the edge, I just did that one, right? Let's do that one again. I want it darker. It kind of runs into each other on this one. Okay, let's put that one away. All right, got some crushed curry. See how this goes, curry. So for yellow, it looks like I did this shape. And that's the same one that is attached to the acorns. So there's some yellow. And so if it gets in the other ink, it will pull it into your area. And this one is yellow. That one is yellow. Isn't this fun? It's like a little, one of those paint by number kind of ideas. And it doesn't matter. I just tried to make the leaves that were the same shape, the same color. Because I don't know what kind of leaves they are at all. I have no idea. It's just leaves to me. All right, and then here's our little pecan. Okay, so pecan, I'm going to do these little bits. That one. They're easy to do. They're so little. And then I'm going to do the tops of my acorns. I don't know which part of the acorn is darker. That squirrel set we had last year, I love that little set. Okay. Any more little ones? Nope, I think I got them all. All right, we're almost to our last ink. I have orange here. Oh, it looks like I had something else brown. Okay, well, let's do this pumpkin. All right. That looks like that was orange. And this one. Now, these dark colors, they should show up pretty well on our crumb cake, but we'll see. Okay. And it looks like there's one leaf left, and I feel like I did that in brown. So let's do it in pecan. I don't think it'll matter. Maybe I did it in espresso, but this one. There's another one. Is that them all? Because it's very hard if you don't mark where it goes to put it back where it was. Ooh, yes, Q-tips. Q-tips would work. I'm all like paintbrushes, makeup brushes. Yes, Q-tips would work, and then they're disposable, so that would be pretty easy. Okay, so let's take a look. Ooh, I like it. Look at that. That came out really pretty. Ooh, very nice. Okay, so now I'll show you what it looks like on white, because I did that one earlier. And this is it on white. So both of those would make great backgrounds. I think this one, I might cut it in half and cut them down and do something. So we'll have to see if I make something with these. But oh, I think I like the crumb cake one even better. Ooh, okay, now we're gonna clean it real quick. Oh, and then that little bit of adhesive on the back, you just go like this and it's gone. And you could do just a dot of Stampin' Seal would work fine too. Okay, so there are those. I'm gonna stack my ink pads over here. All right, and I gotta put my hair up. It's getting hot over here. And so let's clean this and let's try a little ombre deal with it. We'll see what happens. And then I'll save all the ones we can show them at the end. Okay, so how to clean it. You can 100% just take it to the sink and wash it very gently with a sponge and some soap. You know what, I'm gonna actually take these off. Oh, that one got dirty. Because you can reuse them a little bit. Okay, but since I'm standing here, I'm just gonna carefully, oh, you know what I like to do? Sorry. So that I don't make a total mess of my work area, I like to bring in a silicone mat and then just gently wipe it off. So if you're using, I'm not gonna do, I don't know, I'm not a huge, what do you call it? The paste. What is that stuff called? I don't know. You know what I'm talking about. I think it looks amazing, and I've seen so many demos do really cool tricks, so you could Google that on someone else. I'm not going to do that tonight. But if you use that, you do need to wipe and wash them much more quickly because it will dry on there. And you do go through a lot. And then you have to be careful of all those little pointy bits. You don't want to bend them up. Okay. And then if it gets through the other side, get that a little clean. Okay. Do I have a regular paper towel? Let's see. Just in case I got it on the other side. So you do have to be a little bit delicate. They're thicker than they used to be, I think. Oh, yeah, Lisa's in Florida. It is very hot there, very hot. With this whole travel agent thing, just like I'm in a billion Stampin' groups, I'm in a billion like travel agent groups. And oh my goodness, I've heard that the Florida heat is hot. So I'm hoping it cools down because I'm going in a couple weeks for a training. Okay, so we're gonna try one more thing. We're gonna go a little ombre. So we've got this white piece. All right. Oh, let's put this on the back. So we're gonna stick that down. All right, and then we're gonna put this on top. And we definitely want to make sure we stick it down because we're going to use the brushes on this. So I'm going to go with, I'm going to do the Cajun Craze because that's my favorite. All right, so I've got the brushes and I do the same thing with the brushes. I wash them so the color may not always reflect. Like I definitely used this with some kind of brown before, but this is one I'm using, Cajun Craze, and then I'll wash them. Okay, so I'm thinking we just put it on here. Whoa, you know what? That tells me I need a little bit more. Hold on. Did you see how it started to move? So one thing with masks or stencils is that you want to make sure it does not move or you get a blurry image. So I'm going to do it from dark to light. And so let's see. Okay, that is on. Ooh, ombre blue snow. That'll be good. Yes, Lisa, I'm coming to Orlando for a training at Universal and Disney. I am very excited. In fact, you guys are going to laugh. So when we hit the end of the month, we're going to just play Where's Audra? Where is Audra? Okay, now if I can go lighter. Let's see if I can go lighter. There we go. Because I have a lot of travel coming up the next couple months. So I'm going to try to make lots of projects over the next 2 weeks. And I'm going to a craft retreat on Saturday. So then I will have lots of things to show you. Oh, I'm like coloring in the thing. That was silly. Okay. I'm excited about the snowflake idea, Jean. Look how pretty that is. Yay! And so I am telling you, I am just doing the most simple techniques with this stuff. Look at that. How pretty is that? Aw. So there you go. Those are Cajun Craze little leaves. All right. Do I need to? I don't think I need to wipe this right now because it's just our ink. It'll wash off. Okay, but I got to put it somewhere safe so I don't get it on myself. And I have so many things stacked up over here. All right. Next up, let's do the sunflowers, okay? And then we'll do the snowflakes. All right. So you just need a piece of paper. So one cool thing to think about on these, okay, is that, let me show you this. So this is a regular, okay, and I can get rid of all of these daubers. All right, let's move them out of the way. Those need to go in the bag to get washed. Okay, hold on. All right, so let's see, I'm pretty sure I cut this. This is 4 by 5 1/4. So this is kind of like a standard card front size. Now here's the deal with these snowflakes, with these sunflowers. See how they don't quite fit? That's totally fine. You could have it go that way. Or you could do them one flower at a time and move them closer. You could. But we're going to keep it simple because then I have some magic of TV, so don't worry. Okay, so you're going to figure out where you want this. They do have numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think it actually matters which order you use them in, but we're going to use them in 1, 2, 3, 4 order. Okay, so I'm going to put it there. And now, so what I am going to do, though, is you saw I had marks in there from earlier. I am going to mark, actually, I want to do it this way. I'm going to mark where it is, so I will put each mask in that same spot. All right, and then I've got to, okay, that one's dirty. Let's get some, here we go. Got the washi tape. So either one of these work. I use them both. You're gonna see how pretty this is. This is like the easiest thing ever. All right, so we get our crushed curry. Now you could do them in different colors, but I've seen them in purple and blue, and they do exist. Go Google, say colors of sunflowers, and look at images, and you can get lots of ideas. Okay, everything's in the screen? Okay, just checking. And then we're just gonna color. So you kind of decide, like, do you want the ends dark or the inside dark? I'm gonna do ends darker. And you could do this as dark or as light as you want it, but I'm gonna do the ends darker. I don't know. Again, I did not Google them this time. Ooh, I like that. Kind of looks like a sun too. And so I just put the ink on there. If I want it darker, I go back and do it again. And it's nice to have different, like, don't do it all the same. Do some dark, some light. So sometimes I barely touch it, and sometimes I touch it a lot. And then I think I'm done. And wait till you see this. Wait till you see it. It's so pretty. Ta-da! Look at that. Look at that. How easy peasy was that? And then you would clean this. I'm gonna, for the sake of time, not clean them right now. I'm gonna have a big old pile of dirty things. All right, let's see what number 2 is. I think it's the leaves. Yeah. So number 2 is the leaves. And same thing on the leaves. Oh, I guess I should put it the same way. So there's a notch and a number, so just put it the same way. So I've been doing my number to the side. The leaves are kind of spread out. I'm going to show you on the project that we're going to make at the end of this video. What am I going to show you? I am going to show you a way that, whatever, that I wanted more leaves, right? So I did that. Yeah, so the notch is nice because you can line them up and you know where it is. All right, so we got some green for the leaves. I'm just using garden green. I'm gonna make them kind of dark on this one. Okay. So we got some garden green leaves. How are we doing? Oh, good, we're not doing too bad on time. I was like, I feel like this will take about 40 minutes to show you all the things I want to show you, especially now that I realized there was a snowflake one. Look at that. How pretty is that? Look at that. Oh my gosh. And it's so easy. I mean, I'm not doing anything fancy. This is just using the things. All right. Number 3. This is the one that I was like, which color should I do for the centers? Like, do I do early espresso light and then pecan? Do I do only early espresso? You know, because so you have the circles. Oh, sorry, I guess we have a circle there, huh? And then we have this one, which is the detail. So I'm gonna try to do just early espresso. I think this is early espresso. Light and then dark. That's what I'm gonna try. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see. Okay, so there we go. Again, nice and, oh, look at it. It's so pretty and so simple. I almost wish they would have, like, I don't know, added an extra layer for the, but the yellow does it. You just play with how much you put on and you're good to go. All right, number 4, put it in the same spot. And you'll see, oops, there we go. Hold on. Okay, put my washi tape, your post-it note, whatever you got. All right, so I'm gonna use the same color, but I'm gonna go darker. Looks funny, it looks like a bunch of crazy eyeballs. I don't know why I think it looks like a little face. I don't know what it is. All right, and then we're gonna take that one off and look at that. Look at that. How pretty is that card front? And really, that's not a lot of time. And you could make a bunch. And this way, say you're doing a scrapbook page, you could put the flowers wherever you want. You could have a lot of fun. Isn't that pretty? Ooh. Ooh. Ah. Okay. And then you're like, well, Audrey, I think you should make a project. And I'm like, well, okay, let's do it. So in the magic of TV, dun, 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 here's magic of TV. So I'm not going to show you this one. This is the herringbone one. And see, I've already done it. This is crushed curry on crushed curry and boho blue on boho blue, right? So we've got all this. We're going to make a cute little framed art. The herringbone mask looks like this. So I did it just like I did the leaf or the flowers, just put the ink on there. Okay, and then look at this. Here's the magic of TV. Here are my sunflowers, all pretty and fussy cut out. And then I took them and I embossed them. How can I get that? So it's, there we go. With this new distressed, I don't know what it's called, embossing folder. It's got, we've had similar ones before, but it's got little parts where it's not on there. So I gave my leaves texture, and I did do pecan pie and early espresso, whereas this is early espresso and early espresso. So there you go. Okay, so I made all these fun things so that we could actually make a project together. All right, so we're gonna build it. You know what we're gonna, yeah, we're gonna build it on here. All right, let's hope that I don't have too much ink and too much glue. And let's actually zoom out just a little bit. There we go. Do I have all the things? Okay, so really, you know what? I'm gonna attach these 3 pieces of paper together and then we will go. I think I can do this with, so let's hope I don't make it messy. And then, yeah, we should have time to play with the snowflake one. And we're gonna get all fancy and emboss it just for fun. Okay, you like how I have to pause? Okay, so we're making a framed art, so actually we're gonna stop because the number one thing I love about framed art things is layers when you have those shadow box frames. So we're gonna lay this out and figure out, oh, and then we're gonna add a sentiment to it and figure out where we want it. So if you fussy cut them out, you can put them closer. They don't have to stay far apart like in the, with the mask. And same thing with the leaves. So I'm just gonna like experiment. I don't know. I figured we would just put them on there. This is 3 3/4 by 3 3/4, I believe. And then I just keep layering everything up. Ooh, that looks nice. Let's do 2. Okay, so what I'm thinking I'm gonna do is put the leaves. Hey, Tanya, welcome. Put the leaves on. This one is a little weird. I don't know why this one bugs me. It's like a twisted leaf, which is fine. But see how I don't wanna. Okay, so now I'm happy with that. So we're gonna carefully lift up the flowers. I guess I should do them one at a time. Let's get some glue dots and some scissors, or get your pointy tool to put your leaves on. Good. Now, am I going to get that back where it was? We're going to hope. So I'm not going to push them down real hard in case I have to move them. Because then I'm trying to decide. I'm thinking like we might need a little, I like a little linen thread. Linen thread is my favorite. I've got a lot of favorites. Thought about that black and white gingham ribbon because that is super nice and could look cute with the sunflowers. Oops, and that one's not on. Okay. This would make a great gift for someone. Okay, and then we're going to dimensional up our flowers. They look so funny like that from the back. Okay, let's see how they go. To me, this is the direction. I think I'm going to do that there. That's different than what I had, isn't it? And there. And then the little one. Nope, that's super funny. It's got to go there. There we go. Okay, let's put these on. So you can fussy cut your sunflowers. I'm sure you could make them like daisies if you didn't put that little extra thing in the middle. You could kind of go with that. You could do them in different colors. It's pretty fun. Okay. And then here's the key. If you haven't seen a framed art, oh, look how cute that is. It looks so cute. All right. So one of my keys to framed art is you use a shadow box frame, and then what are these called? Foam strips are your friends. It's long. I always cut mine in half just because I think it's more manageable. And it is all about the dimension. So this has nothing to do with the masks. This is just Audra's tips on how to make super cute framed art. Super cute. It's one of my most favorite things to make. I love having little frames around. They make great gifts. And then when you get tired of whatever image it is, you can take it out and pass it on and, you know, put something new in your frame. And you can use all the edges. They work too. Okay, so there's going to be a little bit of putting adhesive on here to build this up, but I think it'll be pretty. All right, so if you're not a demonstrator, you can order the masks that I showed you. You can order them starting September 6th. If you need a catalog, let me know. If you don't already order from someone, you can order from me at audramonk.stampinup.net. Totally cool there. All right, so this is boho blue. Okay, where's my other layers? Let's put these two together. Isn't that pretty? And I didn't do the middle because it was going to get covered up. So this is just crushed curry on crushed curry. This was my reject. It didn't work out, so flip your paper over and start again. Okay, I'm doing this on there. I'm like, am I putting the adhesive on the right spot? That's what happens when you talk and craft. All right, and if you came in late, I talked about, I have a couple leftovers of classes, so if anybody is interested, go back to the beginning of the video later and check it out and let me know. So that you see the videos when they come out, remember to subscribe, to like, and, you know, set your notifications that you do want to hear from the Crafty Yogi, and then you'll always get those notifications. Of course, if you're busy, you know, you just watch it on the replay. All my replay friends, welcome, and thanks for watching. All right, so I'm just doing the same, just putting this on here. And then I think I'm going to add words, but I'll show you those in just a second. Yeah. Ooh, you may not know this because it's not smell-o-vision. My husband is making cookies. Did I see, no, I did not see Janet Wakeland's Christmas frame. I think I see her stuff a lot, but I did not see that. Awesome. I'm glad she made a good one. I am planning to, oh, you know what, I think maybe I saw her one with the nativity scene, maybe. I'm planning to make something with that too. But I think I'm gonna make a little one like this. Keep it simple. Okay, and then this goes on. You're gonna see it's so pretty when we build it all up. It doesn't matter what way it goes, right? Because it's a square. There we go. And then we've got our brown. Look at that. Oh, look at that. So pretty. And then you know what? We're gonna do it again. We're gonna do it again because we can. Because I have, the frames I buy are shadow box frames. If you don't have a shadow box frame, you have to skip all of this stuff. Or you have to take the glass out. That works too. So you need to order some foam strips if you don't already have them. You should always keep some. Okay, let's just put one across diagonally. All right, and we'll get this all off. Oh, good. Yeah, Lisa, was that one? Okay, I saw that one. Yeah, it's kind of funny. I'm not a huge fan of that piece of paper with the stars already on it, so I have a kind of different idea in mind. It is a cute paper, and it would definitely be good for a scrapbook page for sure. All right, and then this goes on. Look at that. And then you get this. Look at all that dimension. Look at all that dimension. Hey, Sherry, thank you. So then this little cutie, I don't have an empty frame, But I have this, oh, this was such a pretty project. I know that little, because the glare, isn't that funny? The light's going to follow it. Look at this. This was so pretty. But it would look like this. Look how cute that is. Oh my gosh, it's adorable. All right, so that's what it's going to look like when it's done. But we're going to add probably some words and some bling and maybe a little linen thread. But really quick, we're going to do some embossing because we're going to check out the snowflake one. All right, so this is boho blue. That's what I decided to go with. So we're going to just keep on rolling. Where's my little thing? Okay, let's put this down. What are we at? 35 minutes? All right, so we're doing, everything gets so crooked. Okay, we're gonna keep on rolling. Let's put that right here. And here's our snowflakes. So instead of using ink, guess we need some washi tape. Let's see if I can just do 2. All right, we are gonna use our Versamark pad. And we are gonna get, hopefully it's okay that I did not use more washi tape to hold this down. We are gonna put our Versamark on here. And I was gonna do white embossing, and then I saw my silver and I was like, no, I'm going silver. Okay, so we've got our Versamark ink on there. Oh my goodness, you're like, Audrey, you're gonna make projects with all this stuff? I don't know, hopefully. Oh, I need more. See how it's really faint? Okay, so I need more. Somehow I gotta get it in there more. Come back. You could put it on with your dauber, right? Couldn't you? But I'm gonna get it in there. I was trying to go quick and easy. Not, well, although I made a big giant mess and used a whole bunch of things. All right, and if this doesn't work, I'm gonna get a clean dauber. Let's check it out. So I have obviously not done this before, but that's okay. Oh, we're almost there. Let's hope I'm putting it down straight. Okay, so we're gonna get a clean dauber. And I'm gonna go crazy and use a super clean one. I think oh yes, I've got a pack in here. Ooh, and look, I've got these masks. Oh, this was the butterfly ones. And there's some flowers from before. All right. Again, you could do the Q-tips like Jean suggested. But I want to get all these little tiny dots, and this is going to be a big sticky mess that needs to be cleaned at the end, but I will clean it at the end. Okay. So I'm getting lots. Oh, hold on. Let me check. Did anything move? You know what? We're going to flip it over. You're like, Audra, it's going to take you an hour, but it's not really going to take an hour. Now that we know what we're doing, hold on. I think I was getting, they were starting to get blurry because I did not attach it. So we're gonna do it right. We're gonna do it the right way. Okay, so we're learning, don't take shortcuts. Do not take shortcuts. Keep it simple. There we go. All right, now let's do this. Do you see that, how it sticks? It is sticky ink. So we also have white craft ink. That would look really good with this too. And it needs some time to dry if you do use your white craft ink. So don't be startled. And you have to ink it up like as you're using it if you haven't done it before. I'm pretty sure I've done a video on it before, but I might do one in the future. This is super fun, gooping on the ink. I'm joking, it's not actually that much fun. It's gonna be fun when it's done. It's gonna be super fun when it's done. Aw, thank you, Judy. Yeah, so I will take a picture in the morning of the sunflower project and post it. And if you're a demo and you already got these masks, I would love to see your project. And if you're a customer or a demo who hasn't gotten it yet, I hope this inspires you for when September 6th comes around. Okay, I'm really afraid to look. All right, I'm gonna take that. So when they're tiny holes, Q-tips I think would help a lot. And I don't have any Q-tips at my desk. So I will not be showing you that. All right, so we've got all that done. Whew, that was a workout. And then we're gonna bring in, I'm gonna try not to goop it up with my fingers. Bring in my tray. Oh, Stitching with Sue, did you order them? It's gonna be fun. I think the sunflower was what sold it for me because I adore sunflowers. But I like these ones for making backgrounds. Although I think, oh, let's hope some of that comes off. We'll see. I do think that Stampin' Up! Should just make us lots of papers with snowflakes on it. I think that's their job. They should do that. Okay, we're gonna see. It's a little blobby there. Oh, all right, we're gonna pull in our paintbrush. The little tiny sparkles are fine because that will look fun. But you know what? Okay, otherwise, you know what we do? We make sure we put something on top. Oops, that did get back on there. We make sure the part, that one that doesn't come out as well, we're gonna make sure we cover it up when I make something with it. All right, so trying to decide if it's even worth. All right, I think we can heat emboss it. All right, hold on one second. I'm gonna move this out of the way. Give me a second here. I gotta put the lid on. If I don't put the lid on, I'm gonna make a mess. And I know it has a little tube at the other end, but I just put it out the back. I just put it out the back. Okay, let's do that. Do this. It's here. Somewhere here is a heat tool. I'll just use this to hold it. Warm it up a second. It's gonna be a little noisy. It's gonna be a little noisy. And then we're gonna dry these on here. All right, so see, I'm learning stuff for you, that you need something better than your dauber to apply it. But look at that magic when it starts to happen. And look at those little extras. And I guess I could have put my embossing buddy across it at the beginning. That would probably help. And it probably didn't help that I flipped it over because it's probably dirty. So we're drying it all up. Yes, every oops is, yeah, something is going over that middle part right there, for sure. You just cover it up, you embellish it, add some ribbon. All right, let's just hope I got them all. There we go. All right, let me see. Oh, it looks really sparkly. Look at that. Yep. So, embossing powder, you know what? It does sometimes lose, embossing powder will lose its sparkle occasionally when it gets old. Like I had white where I just dump a couple into the container, and I'd had it for so long, off and on, and I'd added to it. Finally, one day I had to dump it and just start afresh. But it will sometimes do that. The other thing that will make it lose its sparkle is if you over dry it. Like if you just keep on going, it will go from shiny to dull. So you do have to be careful not to go too much, and that needs a little bit more drying. But you can see that that's a fun way to do that. And then hold on, because I can't end on this like halfway not done well one. So we're gonna do one more with our snowflakes. We're gonna clean it. We're gonna clean that goopy ink off. Although again, do I have any Q-tips? No. Those should probably be something that I have at my desk. All right, we're gonna clean that goopy ink off, and we're just gonna, you know, we're gonna use the brush. We're gonna do, I think Jean suggested a blue ombre snowflake. It's pretty funny how snowflakes are white, but we represent them as blue. But that's what, you know, it's kind of like clouds aren't really gray. Well, they're gray when it's, oops, and look, I just did I did the Stampin' Seal. Hopefully I didn't do too much. Okay. And I've got nice messy paper here. All right, let's put this on here. I want that big one on there. Okay, let's get the paper towel and dry this up gently. And then these are going, I'm gonna wash them in the sink when we're done. Okay, and then this was used in blue, I hope. I think it was. Okay, so where is my boho blue? Ah, I put it back. Yes, and the white does yellow a little bit when it gets old. All right, I'm gonna do it at a diagonal, so we'll go dark here. The white embossing powder when it gets really old. But then I've had people pull out like really old embossing powder and it works fine. But I think it does last for a very long time though. Okay, so then I'm going to start to bring it up. So every time I'm putting it down fresh, I'm putting it down here at the bottom so that that'll be darker. Or you could do it off on the side of your paper if you don't want to do it this way. Okay, now I think we're in business. So I wonder, can you put Versamark on with a brush, with a blending brush? I don't know. If anybody's done it before, let me know. All right, I'm going to show you this, and then I'm going to send you on your way. Ta-da! There we go. That way we get to end on a high note instead of my not quite embossed thing. Look at that. That's really pretty. All right, so let me dust it off and give you a quick little show. You ready? So, snowflakes in sparkle and blue. Leaves in Cajun Craze, all different colors. Okay, hold on, I've got an extra one of the herringbone, which we didn't do together, but there it is. And then the sunflowers, and the sunflowers can be made into a super, super cute project. Oh, interesting. Jean says part of the powder has to do with your humidity. Yeah, and it's not going to last 23 years. Some of mine probably was like 8 years old, and those are the ones I finally dumped out this summer. So there you go. That is my tutorial of our, I don't even know what they're called, hold your horses, our Abundant Beauty decorative masks. So if you do have questions or comments, please let me know. I am happy to help out. Ooh, oh, pressing all the buttons wrong. There we go. I'm happy to help out the best I can. Feel free to email me or send me a message. Totally cool. Yeah, subscribe, like, love, do all of those